Hello guys, and welcome to episode 8 of my Civilization Beyond Earth playthrough, playing as Chungsu on Rising Tide. And today, well, I'm going to start off by buying myself a military unit. Actually, maybe not. I might save a little bit longer. We have 579 energy at the moment, and I was thinking of spending it on a military unit, but I'm probably going to save for the Tide Hunter. I want a submarine, basically. These cutters aren't too strong. So yeah, I want something a bit better if I'm going to be fighting Ark, because we're currently at war. But anyway, not much else we can do this turn, so we'll move straight on to the next one. And yeah, I'm still waiting for American troops to arrive. Everyone's starting to gain respect with me again. My agent was undetected in Freeland and failed to siphon energy, but we did succeed in siphoning energy from Liqueur, but we were detected in doing so. It's a quest decision. Do we want free maintenance for networks or extra culture? Of course we want the extra culture, because energy isn't a problem. I'm going to reassign to Central with that recruit, and in Liqueur we're going to continue siphoning energy. We're going to start our new expedition there, and in our settlement, I think I'm going to get a recycler. Get more production on the go before we invest in other buildings. We're only 1 XP away from getting a new level in Harmony. A Faraday Gaia. What is that? I have no idea. In Zhongsang though, let's get the recycler before we build anything else. +2 production will be very helpful. And we can most definitely buy a Tide Hunter now, so let's do that. Waiting for enough diplomatic capital in order to invest in another trait.
If you're going to rejigger an organism's genotype, you should give it the courtesy of reading its manual first.
Genetic mapping is finished. Can we work on that gene vault? Because I want to do it sooner than later if we can. Yes. All new cities start with a free worker unit. Definitely a good one to work on, and we are going to change our production to that sooner than later. As for our research now though, I'm thinking we go for geophysics, and then possibly towards alien adaptation, because these work barge improvements will give us +1 food, and that is very useful for a nation that relies on our sea farms entirely. Well, work barges are, for example, the things that you put over algae, but that will give us +1 energy and +1 food if we get that improvement, which is definitely something worth investing in my opinion. So I think that is a possibility. So we'll add that to the queue. We also want to get terraforming on the go so that we can get floatstone quarries and start taking advantage of all the floatstone that we have. Oh, we can also head towards organics and unlock the immortal. That's a hybrid unit. Not sure how useful it'll be because It's not a water unit. Are there any like specific like water units that we can get? I'm not entirely sure. Just looking at the different units that we can unlock at the moment. The auto sled there. A throne. I'm not sure if that hovers, but if it does, then that would be useful to us. Also, I want to try out this Roctopus. I didn't get a chance to last time I played Harmony, and it's an orbital unit that looks pretty badass. So yeah, definitely something I want to try out. We're going to sleep this cutter, and this Tide Hunter is going to head towards this settlement as well. Sort of building up an attack force to go and hit Vanguard if they don't attack me first. In Vanguard, we are going to siphon energy there. We got 80 production from our expedition, was that? Yes, it was. Okay, as for artifacts, let's have a look at what combinations we can get. Artifacts are discovered 20% more often. Okay, if I put that in there instead. 100% expedition speed. What else? We need to... Now, if we leave that in there, put that in there. Plus 50% yields from domestic trade routes. That's internal. Not that useful. We take that out and put that in. So that's Tesseract targeting. There must be one more combination that I'm missing. No, I think that's all of them. All of them are not even that good. How frustrating is that? So we've taken that one out and put that one in. Tesseract targeting we don't need. That we don't need. And that we don't need. Yeah. Alright, we'll just leave it for now then. See if we can find another artifact. And in the meantime, this explorer will head back to our settlement to pick up another expedition module, and then I'll probably head down to this derelict settlement. So I think I'm also going to bring down the Ripper from Dangyi. We have a quest decision. We get +1 additional expedition module or +1 science from laboratories. We're going to get the extra science. Definitely a better choice there. No doubt about it. I'm going to heal up this cutter. Move on the Tide Hunter. Where are the arc units? I have no idea. Maybe they don't have many. Or unless they're attacking Cavitha, but Cavitha's miles away from Arc. Where is Cavitha? Ah, she's up. Yeah, she's up here, so a bit far away. Anyway, Dangyi has moved upward towards the alien nest. We still haven't made aliens neutral with us, I don't think. Or like friendly even, not neutral. I literally have no aliens left near me. Am I going to move Dangi again? I'm thinking about it. Definitely thinking about it. Maybe heading towards the Xenomass there. Before we do, I think I'm going to get a recycler. And then we'll go for the network afterwards. What does this covert agent want? And let's steal science from Ard. And we're going to sleep that Tide Hunter for now. We got another Ripper under our control from that expedition.
Venga, volvámonos más ricos.
It looks like Brasilia is wanting to cooperate with me. I'll accept that for now. And we're just going to sleep the Ripper there. And we need to get our Explorer back to our settlement. My agent in Central needs to establish a network. And I think we're definitely going to start getting somewhere very quickly with all of our covert agents going at it like they are. So we're going to head towards this derelict settlement now, try and pick that up. Hoping aliens will become friendly soon. And when they do, I can get these expedition modules near nests. Or the progenitor ruins even. Using expedition modules. I'm just looking for any signs of alien life. I bet you the AI has just killed them all, so it doesn't even matter anyway. Seems to be what's happened. The AI value their XP more than they do their aliens. Reginaldo de Alencar declared war on Arshakishk. Stet mining has been formed. At this settlement, we are going to start working on all the science buildings now, and we're going to start by getting a laboratory. Everything is going to plan so far. We're building a nice army here. Not sure how effective it's going to be at attacking Vanguard. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough when we start heading in that direction. I'm planning to buy another unit.
We, the dust of a dying world, must listen to the stones of a living one.
Geophysics is complete. So geothermal is revealed on the map. Do we have any near us? I don't think we do. But yeah, aliens still aren't friendly with us. As for our agent in Mandira, we're going to start stealing science from them. Since previously taking energy from them. We have 1,072 energy to work with. Let's purchase a Tide Hunter. Well, I will, once I move the Ripper out of the settlement. There we go. We also want cruisers as well. Because even though these can attack at range, I'm not sure if they can attack settlements that are on land. I'm sure we'll find out. Right, let's get our rippers on the way down here. I'm going to get my cutters to follow up. And this Tide Hunter as well. So my navy is on the move. I love the combination of aliens and boats we've got going on here. I think it looks so cool. Do we have another expedition module? And I think I might try my luck with this alien skeleton. Actually, it'd be a lot easier to get this progenitor ruin, so we're going to head over there. Oh, we have a lot of diplomatic capital. I really need to invest in a personality trait. So we'll get the third one here. We'll upgrade that. Can I not do it yet because it's in the end turn? Yeah, okay. That Kraken did not like the look of that Australian unit. Alright, let's get this personality trait. And we'll move this Tide Hunter onwards with the rest of my navy. Now I'm really hoping that Ark doesn't have anything sneaking around the top side. Because if they do, this settlement is very vulnerable with only 10 strength. Let's now work on a dry dock here. Then we can start thinking about getting those other buildings. Need to choose a couple of operations. Siphon energy there and there at Central and Citadella. And we can also purchase another unit. Well, I thought we could. No, we're just a little bit short. We might buy a cruiser next. Yeah, I think I'm going to save for a cruiser. That's interesting. One of my trade units just got destroyed by Suzanne Fielding. It was the one in this settlement that was trading with Banu Musa. Wow. That is just rude. Well, my navy shall soon be upon them, and they will regret that. Most certainly. We have our resource pod here. Let's pick that up. 203 research. Very nice. And do I want to lease that alien? Probably not. It's completely useless on this little island. So we'll just sort of fortify there, I guess, for this turn. And hope this alien moves off that tile. So just keeping the army on the move, or the navy even. It is on water after all. It's funny how she's saying my orbital technology is better than hers, even though I have no like orbital units. But we built all of the production buildings we can here now, so let's now work on a network to get the science, culture, and capital. This Tide Hunter's gonna travel up and probably stay somewhere here so I can see if any ARC units come past Freeland. My Rippers are trying to keep up. Really not sure if I have enough units to take Vanguard. Pretty sure the Rippers will get killed very quickly, and they've got 29 combat strength there now.
If the personnel...
Anyway, we can have a look at and see what we want to do. We don't want to get in range of the city just yet. So I'm just going to skirt around it, see if I can pick off any worker units or something. Oh, we do have ARC units here. Kavatha Thakur downgrading to sanctioned, stopping me from trading with her.
The 5 mythical creatures of Earth are the dragon, the unicorn, the griffin, the llama, and the chimera.
And the Gene Vault is complete, so we get a free worker unit with every city we create from now on. And in our main settlement we are going to get the recycler now. So it looks like the nations are loving my new wonder. I can't really go anywhere in between Vanguard and Axiom without being attacked. We're just going to move a tile upwards and tell that unit to do nothing. Seems that pretty much every nation appreciated me building my wonder. A nice sneak attack there onto the enemy cutter. And we do the first strike of the war. Let's purchase a new unit, a cruiser. And we'll continue to save more energy. This cutter can move up a little bit. See if we can spot any workers out of place. Nope, nothing there. Is that in range? No, it's not. That's good. So my offensive military activity is not pleasing enough for Suzanne Fielding, even though I just attacked her. Who's this? Ashia Kishk is asking for a cooperative relationship. Sure. Seems like I'm making friends with all the wrong people, but never mind. So now we're going to go for something in the knowledge tree. We can either get creative class, 30% of net positive health as culture, which would be like 2 at the moment, I would guess. Or we can get community medicine to get +1 health for every 6 population in a city. Could also get network data links, minus 40% science penalty from number of cities for new technologies. Let's get that one. Then we can head towards meta research. We just got the plus 10% culture in every city as well, so that's going to give us an extra couple culture per turn. Do we want plus 10% worker speed or plus 1 food from recyclers? We definitely need the food. So we're going to get that. Going to keep that unit where it is. So we're going to tell it to do nothing. That one as well. And this cruiser is going to head down to Vanguard as well. This Tide Hunter is going to finish off the enemy cutter. Yeah, she didn't like that very much. No surprise there. Yeah, we can't move that into either of those tiles, otherwise Vanguard will be able to hit my Ripper.
Good to see you again.
Good day, mate. Yeah, I don't want anything from you. Why did that pop up? Oh, okay. Because of the relationship is in danger with Utama. I clicked that message. And we'll move on to the next turn again. Wow, they did a lot of damage to my Ripper there with their cutter. And we're going to attack their cutter with our cutter. And these alien Rippers are pretty much just going to be bait for Vanguard, I guess. I'm going to sleep until healed that unit. This one can now move safely past Vanguard. No point in moving towards Vanguard yet, so we're just going to do nothing with those two units. We can get the expedition going with that unit, and the Tide Hunter can continue moving past Freeland. In Zhongsang, we are going to get another colonist. Definitely about time I got a new settlement. And I'm thinking if we're heading Dang Yi over towards the Senemas, then maybe I should sit a settlement on land just near here. And then we can exploit this fruit, gold, and floatstone there. Let's have a quick look at the yield icons. Maybe a settlement over here would be better. Look at all that food. Very juicy land there. I don't know why that is. Probably because it's food, plains, and river. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, we might head over here and then we can exploit some of this titanium. I think we're going to need titanium in this campaign. And Dang Yi, what do we want to build on here? We're going to get our laboratory, of course. As for our covert ops, couple turns until some siphon energy is complete.
As Adam Smith said, trade is the lifeblood of nations.
And CEO Suzanne Fielding wants peace. I will accept. We have more war score. But yeah, we're going to accept that. And hopefully we'll get our agreement going with them. At least I'm hoping. Because we can then, you know, start again. Try and get our agreements that we need. Let's see. We'll talk to Suzanne Fielding.
I haven't got all day.
I really would like to get special ops, but we can't do that just yet. Yeah, okay. Nothing much we can do with her at the moment. I think she realised how many units I had coming near Vanguard. And she kind of got a bit scared. It's like, when I want to be militaristic, I can be. But in the meantime, you know, I'm just going to play it safe. Anyway, unfortunately, that has been my time for this episode. So, finally building a 4th settlement. Get this colonist finished and find a nice place to put it. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.